One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Saddiq Bey is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Murray in at the two-guard spot. Here's Young. To the inside. Ball. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Trey makes quick reads and great decisions.
Dunn passes to Murray. Vanderbilt a screen on Thompson. Murray kicks to Dunn. 5 on the clock. Back to Murray. Fires from 18. That one rolling around and rims out. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Thompson misses.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Bey wide open, and he fires. The Jazz with another miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
To the middle, and stolen by Bey. Dunn left side. Back to Bey. Pass to Murray. Rebound by the Hawks. Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or two.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Dunn left side. The pass to Vanderbilt. Now, Bey. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Vanderbilt. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on both.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That one falls for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt hits them both. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young against Dunn. Young dishes the Bull. Count it, good. Bull's got his second basket.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Passes it to Bay. Murray outside. Now here's Bay. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. And that one hits back iron. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against Houston. Bay against Young. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
And Utah making a change here. Sanders checked in for Bay. Lonnie Walker comes in for Vanderbilt. Josh Giddey's checked in for Murray. And it's Payne in for Chris Dunn. Now here's Payne following the miss by Pascal Siakam.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Young against Giddey. Young inside. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Payne now top of the key. And the layup's good off the glass.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
1:36 left here in the first quarter. Here's Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Siakam outside. Giddey against Thompson. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint. And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Payne can't hit. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Guys, no question. Trae Young is one of the most exciting players right now in the entire league.
Kevin, everything is within range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night. The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D side.
And a wide open look for Siakam. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he's put up zeros for an entire quarter. Not the way you try to get back into this ball game.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz trail by 8. Payne looking around. Right wing from downtown. They get it back. Siakam. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks on top, leading by 8. just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Here's Schroeder. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Catching the defender off balance. Schroeder with quick recognition out there.
And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Murray. Inside.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Back to Schroeder. Into the lane. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Clear passes to Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Sanders. And they're running. He can't get that one to fall. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They host the 76ers after this game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
To the paint, here's Sanders. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Sanders has got 8 points. The Hawks leading. Clarkson with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And finished off by Wiseman.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sanders with a screen on Schroeder. Down low. And finished off by Sanders.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Clarkson kicks to Wiseman. And stolen by Tatum. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Tatum in the charge, so they take the lead. Tatum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Utah.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
Utah calls timeout. On the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Siakam is checked in for Sanders. Lonnie Walker comes in for Vanderbilt. Josh Giddey's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And it's done in for Tatum. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
4 on the clock. Good on the triple.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
The Hawks trailer. Young taking his time here. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
Such a skilled passer. Trae Young knows it's his role to share the ball with his guys.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Walker finds Giddey. Done with it inside. Here's Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Using that length to attack inside, Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Giddey, the pass to Dunn. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. Good defensive work there by Young. And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Thompson with the bucket.
Play, trusting his mechanics. He knows he has this shot down pat.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. Rebounded by the Hawks. Bamba's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Walker finds Giddey. Jazz passing it around. Siakam for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Another miss by Utah. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Good on the shot.
He's still adding muscle to his frame. Cam Reddish is showing us his ability to play through contact and finish.
Here's Giddey. And so it's Atlanta. Go. All right, David, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter.
And now that we're a ways into... Thanks for spending halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Sanders displaying his skills today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got DeJounte Murray. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Bay. Then there's Dunn. And Siakam in at the 5, roaming the paint.
An efficient scorer like Thompson is a great go-to option. All he needs is the ball.
And here is Dunn. Now Vanderbilt. The 9-foot shot. Siakam misses. Here's Young. 9 points in the game so far. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Pass to Bay for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Bamba. Claxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Siakam over Bamba, and that one goes long.
They've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Sanders checked in for Utah. Payne comes in for Chris Dunn.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Young dishes to Bamba. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bamba's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
The pass to Sanders. Murray kicks to Sanders. Now here's Payne, defended by Young. 5 to shoot. Here's Sanders. Another miss by Sanders.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Thompson with the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Passes it to Vanderbilt. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Reddish. And the rejection by Sanders. Jazz trail by 21. Looking to get back on track here. Here's Siakam. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
I mean, great hustle by Pascal Siakam, fighting for the board and making sure they convert.
On its way from Young for 2. Here's Bamba. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Utah calls timeout. A different look for Utah. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Murray. And the Jazz with possession. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Hawks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And Walker's got the ball here for the Jazz. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Pass to Giddey. Sanders sets the screen for Giddey. Sanders with the ball. 6 to shoot. Giddey against Schroeder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Josh Giddey lays it up off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
Walker, and that one, good. Walker's got 5 points so far. You know, we have to see that great mobile one drive one more time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
I'll tell you, Shooter's a tough kid. You see the added strength. We'll see if he can complete the and one.
Bays checked in for Utah. Tatum comes in for Payne. Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. There's Schroeder. Off target with his three. Jazz trail by 21. From 13, and Utah again with the bucket.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Clarkson on the wing. Giddey defending. And that one good from Clarkson.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
2 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Schroeder against Giddey. To the inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Great D that time from Tatum. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hawks lead by 19. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Portis. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Wiseman in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. From beyond the arc, the shot misses. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. Free throw good. Clarkson. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Good. Murray's got his first bucket of the night.
Quality pass from Sadiq Bey, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for it.
Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Bey. Now Murray. Teardrop shot.
Dennis is all over that one. You love the effort.
Now, here's Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. Out to Clarkson. And stolen by Murray. Now the pass to Siakam. Wiseman with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 19. Clarkson with the ball. Inside. Cross contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, fantastic job by Wiseman to just stick with it, not let the contact disrupt him. Totally focused on the rim.
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two. And it works sometimes. But good offenses always find the weak link.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Sugar, he's a handful. Very creative running those pick-and-roll sets.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Passes it to Bay. Murray kicks to Siakam. Offline with his 3. The Hawks leading by 19. Clarkson outside. Pass to Wiseman. Ripped away. And here's Bay. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam, slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Back to Clarkson, and stolen by Murray. Dunn up top. Porter pulls it in. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Wiseman. Up top, Porter. Dunn covering. Back to Wiseman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clarkson for 3. Drills it from outside. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD, or AD, or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Bamba, a screen on Dunn.
Such an unpredictable player. Young's fearlessness keeps defenders nervous, which makes them overcommit.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A minute 42 left in the 4th. And the pass to Bay. Murray against Thompson. Murray, good.
The passing game of Saddiq Bey keeps getting better and better since he joined the association.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hawks.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Young passes to Reddish. The basket good, off the assist from Young.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Murray, good.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
Young against Dunn. Here's the three. Another three for Atlanta.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Murray and Thompson sends it back.
Don't let Klay Thompson's scoring overshadow what he gives you at the defensive end.
A shot by Reddish, no good. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of...
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is...
Like I never left, said that she